Good morning. Getting ready for our mindfulness practice this morning. So I'll give you a few moments to pop on. And if you're joining family caregivers this morning for a mindfulness practice, please write your name or say hello as you come in. And for this practice this morning, you will need a chair to sit in. And that could be in the form of your couch. That could be a chair like I'm seated in. It's totally up to you. But welcome in and get comfortable. Hi, Jane. Hi, Mom. Thanks for joining in Ontario. So welcome in to this live space on Facebook Live. We're really happy to be initiating some engagement, some connection in the virtual world as we can't meet in person right now. But I'll give you a moment to get settled. So thank you for joining this morning. I'm Kate Landreth, and I am the Education and Learning Lead at Family Caregivers of British Columbia. And I'm also a yoga and mindfulness teacher. And so this morning, we are going to be practicing a short mindfulness practice together. And I'll preface that I will guide you through a very focused mindfulness practice that really concentrates on finding your breath and coming back to your body. However, at any point, if it's too much for you or you need to kind of move out of that practice, please listen to yourself first and foremost. Okay, so I see some of you joining on. Welcome in. So please find a comfortable seated shape. So seated in a chair is great here. And bring yourself into a taller shape. So with your body, your back line, it's lifting up, your feet to the floor, your hands to your thighs, and flip your palms down. And as you come to your seated shape here, take a moment to roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Good morning for those of you that are just joining. Go back, noticing coming into your body this morning. So the aim is for this to feel safe and good for your body and mind this morning. And so making sure that you listen to yourself and listen to your body. Good. If sitting in a chair doesn't quite feel comfortable for you this morning, you might decide to sit on your bed or lay down on your bed, as long as you find a shape that you can still be alert but comfortable. Hands to your thighs, slip them down, and then please close your eyes here. Let your elbows relax towards your waist. And starting to find a few nice, slow, and deep breaths here. Notice your sit bones that are seated on your chair, on the floor. Just noticing that pressure point. And with that awareness, grow a little bit taller up through your spine. And your chin is parallel with the floor. And if it feels okay, close your eyes. or gently gaze forward and down. The practice of mindfulness really is about being aware. And one attitude that we practice in mindfulness is non-judgment. So there is a lot happening in our external environment right now, and much of that is out of our control. And we practice using the breath or just noticing our internal landscape to start to slow that down, to create a safe container and space within. And this morning, the offering of mindfulness and the awareness point that I'd like you to focus on is your breath. Specifically, that place right at your navel and gently behind it. So where your breath starts and where your breath ends. So take a big breath in and notice your belly, your chest expand and lift. And as you exhale, you can do so through your mouth. Let it go, draw your navel back, but continue to sit up tall. Again, breathe in, feel your ribs expand forward to the sides and back towards your chair. And then focus on your navel, draw it in, let your breath go. We use this anchor of concentration or focus or breath in that space of the navel because it is quite common for our mind to wander. This is what the mind does, it thinks. Memories might float in, our to-do lists, reflections, and not to use this time right now to sort through those things, but to use the tool of your breath to come back to your body. For right now, those things will remain there after you can plan and sort. But for this moment right now together, we will focus on our breath. So continue breathing fully. And when the thoughts do come, and that's okay, bring your awareness back to that spot of your navel and of your breath. And as you take a big breath in, see how that feels in your body to fill up fully. And exhale out completely. I like to imagine my body like a container. And as I breathe in, my air is like water filling up my body all the way up to the brim of my throat, going even a little higher. So I feel the breath in my body. And then with control, so it doesn't rush out, pouring your breath back out like you would pouring a tall glass of water. So with control, you might use that as an image to fill up your breath in your body and to let your breath go. And it's okay and quite normal as you start to connect with your breath and maybe notice your body, especially if you've been maybe avoiding or deflecting some of the body or emotions in these challenging moments, that things might arise up. And can you meet them with a tender and soft, compassionate heart, taking good care of yourself in these moments? So you might even touch your hand to your heart, or bring your hand to your belly, and really connecting in to yourself. You will start to find the rhythm of your breathing. And then you might be interrupted by thought again. And then come back. It really is the practice of coming back again and again, even in this short frame of 5 or 10 minutes. You might find yourself coming back 10, 15, 20 times or more, and that's okay. There is no perfection in practicing mindfulness. It's simply just coming back to your body and your breath the best you can right now. Please continue with your breathing. I'm going to share a short little poem that I found that really touched my heart, and so I'll share it with you this morning. When you go out and see the empty streets, the empty stadiums, the empty train platforms, don't say to yourself, "It looks like the end of the world." What you're seeing is love in action. What you're seeing in that negative space is how much we do care for our grandparents, our parents, our brothers and sisters, and for people we will never meet. People will lose jobs over this. Some will lose their businesses, and some will lose their lives. All the more reason to take a moment when you're out on your walk or on your way to the store or just watching the news to look into the emptiness and marvel at all that love and let it sustain you. It isn't the end of the world. It is the most remarkable act of global solidarity we may ever witness. It's from a COVID response team in Belfast, Ireland. And so breathe into that space of love, of connection. And knowing that it first starts with you. So being able to witness and see yourself and treat yourself with compassion and care during times of uncertainty. If your hands aren't already there, bring one hand up towards your heart, your chest, and one towards your belly. Let them rest there softly as a connecting point. You might even feel your heartbeat in your top hand. And without forcing the breath, just let the breath ebb and flow as you've been doing, and notice how your hands receive that. Thank you so much for joining us this morning live. And if you enjoyed this practice, it will be saved on our Facebook page for you to come back to when you might need it. And we definitely are here for you. Our call line is open Monday to Friday, 8:30 to 4 p.m. We have our new podcast launching next Tuesday, which might help you as you stay at home, and some connection of hearing the voices of caregivers and their experiences. And thank you. And we will connect with you next Tuesday with our Connection Corner. And we'll be back. I will be back next Wednesday for another mindfulness session. So please take good care. And until we see each other virtually again, goodbye.